And at this time, please welcome your next inductor to induct the late Mr. Biggs, Michael James, Mr. Dan Badandi, his cousin.
How's it going, everybody? Nice to see you, brother. Congratulations. Okay, those of you who know Mr. Biggs, I'm sure every one of you out there know who Mr. Biggs is. It's got a little story here for him. And it's a pleasure to accept the award for my cousin, Michael Thomas James, also known as Mr. Biggs, who is a friend, a brother in the business. We wrestled against each other. We were tag team champions. And it all started years ago when these little kids running around the streets of Central Falls with the Hulkamaniac t-shirts, beating out kids everywhere we go. And we started these little backyard organization. And, you know, we used to wrestle in people's yards, even the elderly homes, places. We had little battle royals. We had the cops called on us all the time. And, but then we went on to high school, and me and Mike became friends with Jimmy Allen, Trooper. I don't know if he's here. Well, anyway, the three of us all taught our teachers that we're going to become professional wrestlers someday. And of course, everybody laughed, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, long story short, we all became professional wrestlers. But Mike, he had to battle through a lot of the different things. And it wasn't just, you know, school and all that, but Mike had a severe hip problem. And to get on a high school wrestling team, you need a doctor's note. He couldn't get on because of his hips and everything, but he was, his heart was for wrestling. And he got on the team as a team's manager. And but when we were through high school here, and as time went by, you know, Mike had this severe injury, and that would prevent him from wrestling on the team. But we both joined the high school wrestling team, and again, he was a manager. And in our senior year of high school, a week after the state championships, I met up with this dude, Black Dragon, is Pete from Yankee Pro Wrestling, where he gave me all the details on how to become a pro wrestler. So that week, me and Biggs, we traveled up to the PA Hall in Fall River, and we started our careers as pro wrestlers. And we soon right after met Shane Simons, a good friend of ours. We all traveled half the time together, carpooled from Central Falls. But like the legit, but like any other legit school, they wanted a doctor's note for Mike to be a professional wrestler. And Mike couldn't provide the note because of his hips. His doctor told him he's never going to wrestle or play any sports again. So Mike went a step beyond. He went to go see his doctor. When his doctor was doing something, he stole like 3 or 4 letterheads from the doctor's office. And of all people, he had my brother fill out the letter. You know, he's permission to wrestle, but my idiot brother puts MC Steiner instead of MD Steiner. So we went to the training, we got in the ring and everything. Half hour later, Savano Susan calls us out. It's like, what's the deal with this note here? Well, yeah, it's a legit doctor's note. MC Steiner, the Steiner brothers, you know. But that was his doctor's real name anyway. And sooner or later, somehow, some way, Mike convinced the doctor to legitimately let him wrestle. He said he was just going to manage, but you know, he liked the doctor. But it showed his heart for wrestling. He overcome all adversity. I mean, he had severe health problems. And he still got in the ring and wrestled for a long time. And then toward his last years, he knew his health wasn't doing good, so he got into promotion, you know, with Joe Bruin and Anthony Ruffo, Gino Martino. And he started running his own shows. And he was called IWA, and he merged IWA with UCW and Power League Wrestling. And they conformed into the IIW. It was one of the biggest wrestling organizations in New England at the time. And soon later, the organization fell apart. But you know, Mike's dreams of being a wrestler, I mean, promoting and everything, didn't stop there. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. A little ahead of myself here. And later on, Mr. Biggs moved to Florida. He worked at Walt Disney World and Universal Studios in Anheuser-Busch. And towards a lot of years there, he actually, during his wrestling career, he made great friends with wrestling. And it's a long list here. It's Anthony Ruffo, Gino Martino, Tommy D, Freight Train Dan, Bert Santeno, Donnie Rotten, Widowmaker, Eric Shred, Rick Fuller, Travis Funk, Sonny D, Gary Gold, Blackheart, Matt and Kyle Storm, and many others. And he also helped train some of the young stars like Steve Taylor, Zach Mason, Emmett Jordan, Kid Narcissus, and Biggs Jr. We even wrestled down at Jim John. That was a while ago. And after we moved to Florida, I mean, he was still intent on promoting shows. And I can honestly say that, you know, Mike had the heart for wrestling, no matter what he did. And all you people that know Mr. Biggs know he was the most persistent, most stubborn SOB alive. And his favorite quote was, "You could be replaced." He told that to Joe Pruitt 1,000 times. You could be replaced. He told that to us, you know. But at the end of the day, he loved everybody. He loved his fellow workers. And he wanted me to tell every one of you out there that he loves you all, and you know, to God bless. And to close here, you know, Mike's made a huge impact in his short career of like 13 years in wrestling. He's made a huge impact. He's run many, many shows, met so many people. He was good friends with King Kong Bundy, the late Killer Kowalski. He was his guest at WrestleMania at the after party in Toronto. And Mr. Biggs made a huge indent in this professional wrestling world. And Mr. Biggs was the kind of person who would tell you where to go and how to get there. He didn't care what anybody thought. I mean, he was a great person that threw out his opinion, how things should be run and everything else. And I want to thank you for everybody for inducting Mr. Biggs here, and God bless. And I want to hereby give this award to his parents that are here now from Florida. It's Lois and Mike James Sr. You want to come on up?
Would be so proud of his fathers. I just can't talk about it anymore. Thank you, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Michael James, everybody here today, doing today. I got everybody's over here, seeing me and my wife. I'm very happy, and everything's going good for me and my wife and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, God bless. And big words better.
Our next award.